Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for joining me for this strong yoga flow. So this is going to be just over 20 minutes long. We're going to energize the body, mobilize, strengthen. You don't need anything for this, just yourself and your mat, and whenever you are ready, let's begin. Okay everyone, so let's begin by meeting at the back of our mats today in this kneeling position, bending the knees, just bringing the bum back onto the heels, and then just close the eyes and go ahead and take a few deep breaths here. And as we are breathing, thinking about reaching the crown of the head up to the sky, slightly engaging the core, dropping the shoulders down and away from the ears. And take one more nice big inhale and a full releasing exhale. Nice, and then from here we can open up the eyes if they're closed, and we're going to come forwards onto the hands and the knees. And we're just going to find a little bit of a rock forwards and backwards here. Starting to warm up the wrists, we are going to be on the hands and knees or putting a little bit of weight into the wrists today. So we're taking this time to just warm them up, rocking forwards and backwards. And then maybe coming back to center. From here, go ahead and flip onto the backs of the hands so that the fingertips are pointing back towards the knees. And just hold it here, stretching into the fronts of the wrists. And then bring the palms of the hands back to the floor. Nice. From here, we're going to tuck the toes under, and we're once again going to sit the bum back onto our heels. So finding a nice big stretch for the soles of the feet. If it feels good, we can almost separate each toe onto the mat so that every toe has a little bit of space. And the further that we can start to sit the weight back, the deeper this stretch is going to be through our feet. So just take a few deep breaths here. And then eventually coming out, coming into your tabletop, maybe giving the feet a little bit of a kick or a little bit of a pat onto the floor. And then come back to stillness. Nice. From here, we're going to plant the hands firmly into the mat, tuck the toes under once again, and this time lift up for a downward facing dog. So lift the hips high, shift them back as far as they can go, and just take a few deep breaths here. Just finding some stillness initially, starting to feel that stretch through the backs of the legs, noticing how this feels for you today. And then from here we might start to find some movement. So we might start to pedal out through the feet, bending each knee at a time. And then eventually coming back into stillness. Nice. From here, we're going to take a nice deep bend through the knees, straighten out the arms, and almost press your chest back towards your thighs. We should start to be feeling a really deep stretch in the upper back. We just hold it here for 3 full breaths. Let the head hang heavy. Keep the knees deeply bent. And then after your next full exhale, go ahead and bring the knees all the way back to the floor, coming into your tabletop. Nice. So from here, we're going to find ourselves in a plank. So go ahead and step both feet back, tuck the toes under, lift the knees, finding your plank. So pulling the tummy button back towards the spine, engaging through the core. And just holding here for a couple of breaths. If it feels good to find a little bit of a rock forwards and backwards, we might do that. And then come back into stillness. Nice. From here, we're going to bend the right knee up towards the chest and step the right foot forward. Stay on the tippy toes of the back foot as we inhale to reach both arms up towards the sky. High lunge. Holding in our high lunge. Fingertips reaching up. Front knee staying nice and strong. Take a nice big inhale to reach up, and as we exhale, we bend our elbows, we find our cactus arms. Shine your chest up to the sky. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, cactus arms. Take a few more just like this. Keeping that balance. Connecting to the breath. Nice, and then the next time that we come into our cactus arms, we let the arms drop all the way down to the floor, framing the front foot. Plant the left hand and reach the right hand all the way up to the sky. Hold it here. Taking a few deep breaths, keeping the back knee lifted. Maybe starting to send the gaze up towards the fingertips. Take one more breath. And then drop the back knee onto the floor. And if it's within your practice, bend that knee, reach towards the foot, holding here. Think about rolling that right shoulder back and open. Take one more nice big inhale. And a full exhale. And then bring that arm all the way back, framing the front foot. We're going to tuck the back toes under, lift the knee, and step back into plank. Lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Maybe start to pedal out once again through the feet. Breathing deeply, connecting to the breath. And then let's come back into stillness. We're going to straighten out the knees just as much as we can. We're pressing the heels down towards the mat, and we're going to find a little bit of a twist. So plant the right hand into the floor, and we're going to lift the left hand and start to reach towards your right ankle. If we can't reach the ankle, we can take the side of the leg or the thigh, and we're going to start to look up and under the right armpit, finding this big twist. And then release back through center, planting the left hand down, lifting the right hand, reaching towards the left ankle, and then finding your twist. So starting to look up and under the armpit. And then release back to downward facing dog. Take an inhale to shift forward into your plank. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale to upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Take one more big inhale here and shift forwards into your plank. Hold your plank here. Keep your core super engaged. Keep your arms nice and strong. Maybe find that rock forwards and backwards if it feels good. And then come back to stillness. We're going to lift the left leg. We're going to bend the knee, step the left foot up in between the hands. Keep the back knee lifted and inhale to reach both hands all the way up into your high lunge. Hold it here. Lengthen through the spine, lengthen through your arms. Nice. Take one more big inhale to reach the fingertips up, and as we exhale, bend the elbows, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to cactus. Shine your heart forwards. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Take a few more here. Keep connected to the breath. Keep both legs strong. Nice, and then as we come into our next cactus arms, we're going to reach the arms all the way down to the floor, frame the front foot, and then inhale to lift the left hand up to the sky. Nice big twist in our lunge. Hold it here. Maybe start to send the gaze up towards the fingertips. And then after your next breath, we're going to plant the back knee down. And if it's available to you, we might bend the knee, take hold of that foot, and just hold it here. Stretching the front of your right thigh, your quads, stretching the low back. And then after your next full breath, we can release that foot, we can bring the arm all the way back, bring it to the top of your mat, tuck the back toes under, step back into your plank, take an inhale, exhale, slowly lower down, inhale, press into upward facing dog, and then exhale, bring the knees to the floor, send it back for child's pose. We might widen the knees here, we might reach the fingertips forwards. Let's take our last few deep breaths here. And then after your next full exhale, roll yourself all the way back up, tuck the toes under and come straight up into your downward facing dog. Nice, take 3 deep breaths here in your downward facing dog, deep inhales and releasing exhales. And then after your third breath, take a nice deep bend through the knees, look to the top and step or hop all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach to rise all the way up to the sky, and exhale, hands to heart center. Nice, let's find a little flow here. So inhale, reaching the hands up. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back to plank. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, press into upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take a full breath here. And then bend the knees and step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take a big inhale and a full exhale. Nice, on your next inhale, reach to rise up. Exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop to your plank. Exhale, lower halfway and inhale, upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Take a full breath here. And then bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the hands up and exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. We're going to draw that right knee up and in towards the chest, and we're going to hold it here. Finding a little bit of balance, finding a little bit of engagement through the core, keeping your hands together at heart center. Maybe pressing the palms of the hands together so that the elbows can open towards the sides of the room. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to hinge forward from the hips, find a warrior 3. So kick that right leg out long, upper body is parallel with the floor beneath. Hold it here. Maybe reach the fingertips forwards. Take one more full breath. And then bring yourself all the way back up. Right knee comes into the chest. And then we're going to cross the right knee over the left. Maybe finding your eagle leg. So finding that little wrap around with the toes. And sit low. Take a few deep breaths here. Sitting as low as feels good for us. Finding that balance. Take one more breath. And then come all the way back up. Bring both feet to the floor. Maybe find a little pad out with the feet onto the mat. Find a little march. And then come back to stillness. Nice. From here, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back, plank. Exhale, lower halfway, and inhale, press to upward dog. Exhale, lift the hips, downward dog. Take a big breath in. Take a full breath out. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice, we're going to draw that left knee up and into the chest. Start to find your balance here. Grounded through the right foot, palms of the hands pressing together, opening the elbows. And then when you're ready, we're going to find our warrior three. So start to hinge forward, start to kick the left leg back. Find your focus here, the body parallel with the floor. Maybe we're reaching the fingertips forwards. Keep the arms nice and strong. Lift the arms up so the inner arms are alongside your ears. And then bring it back. Bring that left knee back in towards the chest. And then we're going to cross it over the right knee, finding our eagle legs, maybe finding a little bend through the right leg. Hold it here, stay focused. We got this for one more breath. And then press into that foot, bring the knee in, and then step it back to the floor. Find a little march with the feet. And then come back to stillness. Nice. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or hop, back to plank. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full breath here. And then shift yourself back into your plank. Keep the core engaged as we start to send all of our weight into the left hand and reach the right hand up towards the sky. Breathing deeply, keeping the core engaged. Trying to lift the right hand side of your waist up as high as you can towards the sky. If it's within your practice, maybe we take hold of the right big toe, maybe kick the foot forwards. Take a full breath here. And then release back into your side plank. Bring the right hand to the floor and turn to the other side. So lift the left hand up. Lift the left hand side of your waist up. Keep breathing. If it's within your practice, maybe bend that top knee, take hold of the left big toe and maybe kick the foot forwards. One more breath. And then release back to your side plank. Bring that left hand back to the floor. Plant the knees and sit the bum all the way back into child's pose. Rest the forehead either on the floor or we can take the hands in underneath. And take a few deep breaths here. We might widen the knees to make this a bit more comfortable. Slow the breath. Taking a second to enjoy this stillness, to allow our bodies to absorb all the goodness that we've just done. And thanking our bodies for what it can do. The movements that we have come in and out of, we thank our bodies. We send ourselves gratitude and love. And we finish with one more deep inhale and a full exhale. And then we can start to lift the gaze. We can start to bring the hands back towards the knees, back into a comfortable seated position. And we'll finish by inhaling to reach the hands up to the sky, and then exhale your hands to your heart space. And thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you are feeling good. You can let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more like this, please subscribe and have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste.